Crazy.
Oh my
Welcome
goodness.
to Evolve.
All right.
Episode post review with the invisible man and woman, Terrell and CJ, aka For Real Love, POD, Wrestling Hub and Coach, FCH,
Woo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, and aliens and monsters of all ages, space, and time. Welcome to the Evolve episode 46 post review. I'm joined today with an all-star panel. Coach FCW, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys? Well, we'll get to that, obviously.
Well, of course. You know what? Terrell, and CJ Wolfie, take it away. I'm just gonna cut the niceties.
Already? Man. What's going on, everybody? My name is... All right. What up, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my fiance, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love. And this is the Evolve post review. Shout out to P.U.W.F. Shouts out to the family. And I would like to say thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Invisible, the invisible couple, for letting us come through. You know, Cardi M, aka probably a Cardi B variant. And then we have Mr. Invisible right now looking like Busy Bone. Like it's the first of the month. Wake up and then I'm this. Yeah. We also got Coach.
I'll talk to Cardell. Yeah. Go on,
we also got Coach on the ones and twos. We got EOD33, the wise man, you feel me? And last but not least, we have Hear These Thoughts, a newly engaged Hear These Thoughts. Congratulations, my boy, to you and the missus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We trying to be like y'all, man. That's all. We just trying to be like y'all.
I know. No, Trick Williams opened the doors for everybody. Like, let's just do it. Like, hey, we're in the kitchen. Hey, baby.
That's right.
That's it. I love that song. It's just so beautiful. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this episode's gonna be like a runoff of what the PC did last week, because again, whoever's writing this is going crazy, and I love that. Not really much of matches, but mostly storyline. Let's start off where the PC crew are in the backstage area. They're throwing snot bombs on the floor. They're throwing trash on the floor. They're like, oh, someone will pick this up. There's like Keanu Carver, who's still, and respectfully, Keanu Carver, don't come and try to kill me. Acting like an Abercrombie and Fitch bitch. He's like, oh, look at this. Oh, this is all funny. They did bring up the fact that Jackson Riggs bench pressed like 4,500, and he's like, no, that's bullshit, bro. And Cam's like, whatever. This is stupid things. Braxton Cole comes in the door, and then Braxton Cole comes into the door, and he's like, oh, dude, I just did a double decker in the bathroom. Well, whoever gets that's gonna have some problems. And they're all laughing. Shawn Legacy comes in, like, hey, what's going on? Like, he didn't say anything. He just comes in. No, hey. None of that. He's sad. Here's some stuff to pick up. You're a loser.
Wait, Alex.
What?
Alex. We just gonna sit up here and pretend like D-Walk is not looking like a proud dad right now. Look at all my kids together.
I wasn't looking up. I was just thinking. I was
Put my hand in my pocket though. One of my hands in the pocket, like replace.
Oh my God, I love you, bro.
Hey, y'all have a good night.
Hear These Thoughts had technical difficulties.
Son of a bitch. Good night, man. Love you, man. Of course. There we go. Oh my God. I'll see you on Saturday, D-Walk. We have stuff to talk about.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Now let's go back to this. They all make fun of Shawn Legacy.
Alex at all. Hold on.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. Try to come back. I got you. I'll stall. There we go. Here's these thoughts came in too. What the hell? Everyone's popping in and out. Okay, I got this. Here we go.
Okay.
Yes. Let me
Sorry.
see.
Random update.
He's arriving. Let me see. Are you
He's
there?
there.
Hear these thoughts?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Nope. No, he's
Okay.
COD. I talk about Chewy. Chewy's hiring
Okay,
a
I hear
hacker
everybody
against
now.
us, man.
Okay,
This is
my
some
bad.
bull crap.
Yeah, he heard us.
Okay, there we go. Hear these
All
thoughts? Can you
Chewy's
hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Yeah, this is all Chewy's fault. There's a hashtag Chewy sucks. There's a lot of hashtags for Chewy on Twitter. You have no idea. I did not invent that stuff at all. Back to this. TPC makes fun of Sean Legacy, and then we just go to before we get to it, your thoughts on and we go clockwise for Terrell and TJ Wolfie. Your thoughts on PC treating them like crap, Keanu Carver, and I want to give a shout out to the DRWC show. I just did a show shouting out involved with P.W.F, but he calls this the wrestling multiverse, where in one universe, Sean Legacy is a super cool guy, but in another universe, Keanu Carver's a bitch. So your thoughts on that? I can say it here. He ain't coming to Puerto Rico. I don't think so.
It's pretty funny, man. I like Cam Hendricks, man. Cam is funny, man. I mean, all the members are funny in their own way, but yeah, man, seeing Keanu like gripe and complain about stuff, I was just ready to see him knock somebody out when they was doing the back and forth.
Man. It's just seeing him like how he is on NXT now and how
Yeah.
he is on Evolve. Like this chill black friend is part of this group or something. But it's something, but yeah. But yeah, because Sean D lost that match last week.
Just like Johnny Cage punching the ball. Oh man. Okay.
Man.
That was a good one. See,
Yeah.
that was a really good one. After the
But yeah, man,
chill
Sean
black
Legacy, Sean Legacy got to pay Legacy got to pay his dues, man. He
lost that match last week.
Yeah, man. So
clean up behind him.
He got to clean.
Josh is nasty. Y'all can pick that up with the not angry.
Well, let's go around the board. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. I think the whole like storyline, I guess you could call it, of the ID guys and the PC guys throughout the show was probably my favorite part of the whole show. And then yeah, I agree. It's just a bit jarring seeing Keanu Carver being treated like this monster on NXT, and then over here he's just sitting in the corner being all chill like that. It doesn't feel like the same guy, and it's just a bit weird to me. But hopefully he's not on Evolve soon. Not that I don't like him, but like yeah, I like the NXT version a lot more. But yeah, I guess my opinion is with Terrell and them.
Okay. Hear these thoughts?
Yeah, second coach and for real love. Like to see this guy survive 30 ladders being stacked on top of him on NXT. And I know they're taped different, and then see him like this in Evolve. It's really, really, really strange to see. But it still was an entertaining moment overall.
Okay. EOD, your thoughts on the promo and the fact that Keanu Carver is just sad. I don't like that.
I thought the promo was good. I did like the fact. I was like, man, where's Braxton Cole at? And this man shows I was in the bathroom. I left a little something for her.
Oh yeah.
Just nasty.
Double decker.
Sean finally come out and say, yeah, I want this place super, super clean.
Super clean.
Yeah, they were wild last night. And the fact that they really did trash the locker room and everything. It was like they're really committed to the whole thing. So just say, yeah, you're gonna have to clean up the locker room. Then all of a sudden we just know he cleaned it but didn't see it. So it was kind of cool seeing it. And Keanu. All right. I've been watching Star Trek Academy lately. This whole thing reminds me like the PC ID people. It's like the War College and the Starfleet Academy. They're equivalent to each other, but they got some type of they got a little bit beef. And Keanu's like, hey, even Keanu has friends too. Okay. Maybe he's more chill with these guys. And now he's angry on NXT because he's looking at his boy Braxton Cole. You were on Ava duty. You and one of the Diesels. Cam, you're not even there yet. So all his people is like they're not with him. So he's so angry all the time. Like that's why I want to say, who hurt you, Keanu?
Wow.
Who hurt you? But I think, it's like he's like he's got some people he's cool with, and everybody else he can't stand. And until I'm thinking when I guess we'll talk about it a little bit later on when they find out what's going on in a couple weeks. Yeah. I think that will be when we will fully commit to this new NXT Carver. So, but yeah, it was good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before we get to the match, one of my many goals is to go to a wrestling event, WWE event in Puerto Rico or something like that. One of my other goals in life is to go to an NXT event where Keanu Carver is there with a sign that says Keanu Carver, who hurt you? With a question mark. I will try to have a sign. Like he'll get mad. No, but it's just trying to help. Helps, it helps. Match. Tyra May Steele versus Carly Bright. Two of my favorite wrestlers that they put them together. It's like a Russian roulette. Like someone's not coming back. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But this was a very okay to good match. It was not a great match. Tyra May Steele comes out with the thumbs. Hey. I'm like, oh God, this is just. But again, she's been in ROW in Texas, and this is her gimmick. I kind of did a little back search, and yeah, that's been her gimmick in ROW. Kind of like obnoxious that she's the villain, but she thinks she's not the villain. Like in her mind, she thinks that she's the good girl, and I'm like, yeah, because when you suplex somebody, you don't really see the person's face when you beat the crap out of them. Of course, you think you're the hero. No, you're destroying people. Come on, but.
Yeah.
Carly Bright comes out. It's a good storyline. Carly Bright comes out. Does a Wisconsin thing. I have two clips here. Let's just hear clip number one because this is kind of crazy.
Kenosha, Wisconsin, Carly Bright.
Well, Peter, you got to remember, she ended her friendship with Kendall Gray a few months ago. I don't want to say end the friendship, but they basically said that she wanted to go her separate way from her, so she wasn't in the shadow of everything Kendall is doing. She wanted to create her own path, and I don't blame her. She's the resident ray of sunshine, but she needs an edge. She needs something different. Will she bring that to this match? I hope so.
Well, she better, because Tyra May Steele, what she may lack in experience in the ring, she makes up for with an unbelievable athletic ability.
I want to put that out there. This match was based on the fact that Tyra May Steele once again was dominating 90% of the match. Freaking Carly Bright did a jumping neck breaker for the top rope that was kind of like a blockbuster, but they kept saying it was a neck breaker. I guess so. In the end, Carly Bright went to the top rope, jumped on Tyra May. Tyra May held her, converted it into a Samoan drop, and turned it into the air raid crash that Sheamus does. Sort of, because she didn't fall on the right. She didn't fall like this way. She fell on her back. So it's kind of is like a Samoan drop, like the DRWC show we're talking about. I give this match a B. Okay, I'm saying this honestly. I watched this 3 times. It felt like the match was like a little bit like slow underwater, and they weren't comfortable with what they're doing. And Cardi M and me said this the same thing. It felt like Tyra May Steele genuinely didn't want to hurt Carly Bright, so she was kind of holding back on certain moves. I'm like, I get it. You don't want to hurt your wrestler. That means you're a lot more powerful than what they're letting you do, and that's the scary part. Lean into that. But before we get to see with Terrell, Cardi M, your thoughts on the match and rating?
No, you put it quite well. That's how I feel about it. It was a good match, but it was just for me, like seeing Tyra May Steele come back and her gimmick being different was a surprise. Like you said, the back and forth between the two of them was kind of off. But so I'll give this match a B. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm happy to see Tyra May Steele back, and I want to see more from her. She's powerful.
I mean, but you don't go, like, you should not be going here. You should be going to NXT. But we'll talk about that later. Talk about that in a second. CJ Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match. Thank you for the ding dong.
Yeah, I had to agree with you. Yeah, it seemed like that. Tyra was kind of holding back really through that whole match. But yeah, it was all right, match. I give it a B also. And yet, yes, Tyra should still be there. She should still be there. But Cardi Bright, she getting somewhere with her skills, but she keep going, like getting matches and getting her step up. She might be all right. So she getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was good hearing that Hallmark music again, man.
Yeah, Hallmark.
It felt so good to hear Carly Bright's theme music, and that's what I like. Man, y'all gotta admit, man, that theme song just send a shockwave
That's
of
a Hallmark
happiness
movie
through you.
special.
Dude,
It is.
Yeah,
I feel good.
yeah,
But
it
you know,
is. It is.
too bad she has to be too bad she has to be in the ring with Tyra May Steele, man. I was expecting Tyra May to like real deal go in on her because you know, like y'all mentioned on ROW, she can go. She can go. She is a Olympic gold medalist for crying out loud. She should be on NXT. She won LFG to be on NXT. I would even say she is main roster ready. I mean, look at her accolades.
Right.
You could literally put her with Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. She could be the new member of the Secret Harvest, and she would fit in awesomely.
Like a Navy SEAL.
Exactly. Like it would be so. It'll be like she's at home on the main roster, but that's my opinion. But the match is definitely a B. But yeah, she probably didn't want to hurt. She probably didn't want to hurt Carly. You know what I'm saying? I love my technical wrestlers, but I really wish that she put her in an ankle lock.
Shoot.
Yeah, like and she never did. And before we get the coach, Cardi, you want to say something?
No, I was responding to that. I feel like her and Keanu Carver would make a really good group together.
Oh my God.
Just dominating everybody.
Yeah, like he's just scared of her. He never says why, but he's just scared of her.
And she like respects him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Before we get the coach, clip number. I have 2 clips more of this match, but clip number 2. So let's hear this.
Wouldn't you think, Stone, that seeing everything that's happened for Kendall Gray has to inspire Carly Bright on some level?
A win can move you forward in this division. A loss can make you stand still. But trying to out-wrestle a Tyra May Steele isn't a smart thing to do.
Really, really well said. So what do you do then if you can't out-wrestle Tyra May Steele?
You find a way to get out of one of her holds, and you use strikes. Maybe you have a submission that you can lock in a different position.
She's getting bent in half right now.
Wow.
And I hope, and I wanted to put this, Coach, what's your thoughts on that? The fact that should be a catchphrase. A win pushes you forward, a loss keeps you still. But if you try to out wrestle Tyra May Steele, it's just a bad idea. Your thoughts?
I like that. I do like it. I still feel like everybody else said, she should really be on NXT. Like all throughout this match, it was an okay match, but I just couldn't get past the fact that she shouldn't really be on NXT on Evolve, and that bothered me because like she won LFG. She should be on NXT. That's the whole concept of NXT. But yeah, as for the catchphrase, I think it could be good. And then the match itself was a B. It didn't really do a whole lot for me. It was really just an average match in my opinion. I don't have too much input to really give to it.
Okay. I mean, it's sad. Again, but here are your thoughts on the match, rating, and that catchphrase. A win pushes you forward, a loss keeps you still. But if you try to out wrestle Tyra May Steele, that's a bad idea.
I love that catchphrase. That's really, really good. But as far as the match itself, I agree with you guys. I give it a B. And I do agree because I watched it a couple times too. It did feel like they were wrestling underwater. And there were some points you could tell Tyra May Steele was like overthinking certain things before she did it. It was like, she's like, I don't want to, grab you in the wrong position. I might hurt you. You could tell when she's like waiting during the Irish whip, she was kind of really trying to think. In some moves, she was trying to do it before, Carly Bright even got to her. So I was just like, what's going on there? But she looked like she was a whole lot more comfortable when it came to moves on the ground, like when she did the double gator roll or when she had her in submission moves.
Oh, yeah.
She looked great doing all that. And it was like, I was kind of scared for Carly Bright because I'm like, you can't get away from her. No matter what you do, she's going to find a way to grab you and put you in a submission move, kind of like King from Tekken or something like that. But I think the match overall was actually pretty decent. I'll give it a B. I think they did the best they could in this match.
Okay. EOD, before we get to your thoughts, a reference from Kurt Angle and Robbie E.
What a showcase she's putting on.
You ever have a one-on-one match with Kurt Angle?
I have had a one-on-one match with Kurt Angle.
What do you do with someone with that kind of ability?
I mean, my game, we're going 15 years back. My game plan was a lot different. I don't know. The standards in wrestling are different now. Okay, Carly Bright probably went into this match different than I would have with Kurt.
aka you ducking and dodging Robert Stone. You don't want to say that Perk Angle beat your ass 15 years ago. But
Right.
EOD, your thoughts?
Right.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he said that, I'm like, I knew exactly which Kurt Angle he fought in TNA.
Mm.
Because he was better in TNA than he
Hurt.
was in WWE, and he was already like Hall of Fame material in WWE. But anyway, yeah, the Tyra May still her being involved. At first, I was kind of like, yeah, she shouldn't be involved. But now, like based on what y'all were saying earlier about like how it looked like she was like hesitant with some of the moves and everything, that might be the whole reason why she's in Evolve, and maybe they can still say she's kind of on NXT, but feature in Evolve because it's a little bit easier to hone your craft on a tape show than hone your craft on something live and everything. And I don't really think it's more of the wrestling stuff, like a little bit of wrestling stuff, but her ground game is like great. It's more like I think more character work wise. I think is what they probably have her down there for a little bit more, just to get more comfortable. But I did like her facial expressions because she really like she could hurt this girl if she really wants to. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, yeah, she's super aggressive, and I liked it and everything because I remember when she first went on NXT because I didn't watch LFG, and she had the match. She was all smiling, and at the end, she kind of flipped the script a little bit, got kind of crazy, and I was like, oh, she can maybe end up being a heel, kind of like Kurt Angle was when he first showed up. Except that he was more happy-go-lucky, but he was a heel, thinking that he was a face. Just kind of like what she's kind of doing now. But I like the aggressiveness and everything. I did like the tagline and everything that they came up with too. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, for a minute there, I actually thought they were going to make a way for Carly Bright to win the match. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it's like, yeah, Tyra still dominated the match, and yeah, she should have won the match. The fact that she dominated the match, so I did like that, and hopefully she's not going to be there for too long and everything, or maybe she could bounce back and forth because if you notice, like some of the NXT people that's now on Evolve, like their character work has gotten better. Not necessarily like the wrestling part, like whatever Ariana and Nikita got going on is like it's insane. And y'all know how much I like Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons to begin with, but it's like they're really there with their character work and stuff. So yeah, so I think it was good. It was a B match and everything, but yeah, I think she's only going to get better.
Okay, this is B's across the board. You know I gotta press the button for the B, so here we go. One more thing that happened during the match. This might come in the future, but this might like be vital. During the match, Carly Bright screamed at Tyra May Steele, "I do belong here." Tyra May Steele said, "I didn't say you didn't belong here. I didn't say that at all. Why are you talking about that?" So Carly Bright in the future might have like a complex where she thinks she doesn't belong there, which is the impetus for her to turn heel. That could be it right there. Because again, Kendall Gray is gone. So a heel Carly Bright for the future when she goes to NXT would be perfect. Like Kendall Grace, what happened to you? You left me. I had to beat this by myself. Da, 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 da. Like, no, it's happened before. Like once you like leave somebody, like it's basically the Lyra and Tatum storyline. You left me, so therefore I had to become this to survive.
But
that's it.
They didn't leave her though. She was the one that said, "Yeah, go off and do your own thing, so I can, basically step out of your shadows." I'm like, so technically, she really left Kendall.
Yeah, but,
the other way.
but come on.
Even though she really was kind of gone anyway, because she was with Ren all that time anyway. So, yeah.
Come on, but EOD, you love.
I can tell you're making your own friend group. It doesn't involve me, and I gotta find my own hero journey. So
Yeah, but let's be honest in life. Like It's Gall is one of my favorite wrestlers, but his logic and things is out of this world. Like it's there's no way you could ever. But that's the point. That's what I want to say by Carly Bright. Carly Bright. Yeah, we'll talk. I don't want to spoil anything. Even though it's on the damn title of the video.
Oh, that's perfect logic. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Backstage, the WWE ID talent talked their 3 heels and 4 baby faces. Brad Baylor and Jackson Drake were backstage. They said, "Look, this is the new year, new vanity project. We want to help. We want you guys to help us out." Cappuccino Jones was like, "I don't want to listen to this crap." Aaron Rourke, being the new leader, basically was like, "Look, we can think about it, but I don't really want to trust you. But at the same time, we don't like Cam Hendricks." Mr. Eli Knight said, "I don't like Cam Hendricks either. He's an arrogant ass." Then Mike Cunningham. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, not only do I judge Chewy for his bad clothing sense, I judge everybody by editing. I judge everybody by editing, ladies and gentlemen, because these people had 4 different clothes. The next time we see them are different clothes. I want to put that out there. Mike Cunningham had a tank top. Cappuccino Jones had a beautiful, like, really, really light sky blue like jacket with the shirt. It looked really freaking good. Aaron Rourke had kind of like a tank top, and Eli Knight had a tank top as well. So I want to put that out there. I grew up around 2 or 3 sisters and a whole bunch of women. I love fashion. As this is happening, Mike Cunningham says, "You know what we need? We need the main man, Mike Cunningham." And Aaron Rourke, as EOD said this on NXT, which there's evidence, it's copied. There's video of this EOD, so you can't say that you never said this. We kind of both agreed when Aaron Rourke came up to Jackson Drake. He's like, "Look, we agree to help you out. That's fine. I left my card in your bag, so I will see you later, champ." Walks away. Now, before I continue to the next segment, CJ Wolfie, if the lovely man Terrell was not your man and did that to you straight the hell up, like, "Hey, I put a card in your bag. I'll see you later, CJ," is that not assault?
He's basically shooting his shot. So
No, baby. He okay. Okay, I put my card in your bag. Like I take a card and put it in your purse and you didn't even know.
Yeah, is creeping in the way. Yeah, it is creeping in the way.
Then he caresses your chin.
That's his way of shooting his shot.
Like
that's his way of shooting his shot.
We talked about this last night, and I said the same thing. Like he's just flirting.
And
like,
what that's sexual assault. That's sexual assault, sir.
It was the fingers, the whole thing.
The fingers, yes.
I'm like, wait, hold on.
Somebody I didn't know did that to me. I'm like, what the fuck? But they technically know each other, so it's like,
that's okay.
He did it to his beard.
That's why they went to HR.
That's an HR complaint.
HR. Yeah, that's definitely HR
complaint. This is an HR complaint. Oh man,
he didn't have a beard, so that's twice as worse.
Oh, did you see what he put on Twitter earlier? I guess Aaron Rourke put something on, asked for something, and then Jack Strick was like, "Well, $20 is $20." So,
my God.
I think he said something like, "Are you gonna come over later to help me out with something?" And he's like, $20. So.
Jackson Drake. I think $20 is $20 for him. Go on, coach.
I think we need to make sure Aaron Rourke isn't on some specific list somewhere.
Oh my God!
Aaron Rourke is on the EL. Oh my God! He's on the E list.
Okay,
crazy.
Okay, before we continue, let's continue before we get to our thoughts on this. After this happened and they left, Mike Cunningham and Eli Knight stayed and said, "We'll help you too." And then Vanity Project and Swipe Right said, "We don't need you guys. Fuck that shit." This is what Mike Cunningham said after viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, sunglasses up. You heard him. We ain't ready in their mind. Well, next week we show y'all that we are ready. Sunglasses back on.
This man Johnny Cage right now. I don't know who he been hanging out with. I don't know who he been hanging out with since he been down there. That man Johnny Cage. He changed. I don't even know who he was last week. I did a week before that episode. Evolved. I'm like, who that dude? Did he tell me that was Mike Cunningham? I said, that's Mike.
I was like, baby, yeah, that's Mike Cunningham. I said that's Lil Cody, and she was like, no. I was like, yeah.
She was man changed up so much. I was like, okay.
Little Cody went to Florida and then he changed.
For real.
He changed
a lot, man. Changed the hair and everything. Like, dude.
Oh my God, this is the world.
Hey, he's Johnny Cage out here.
I know, but CJ Wolf, go on.
He's the same guy who on NXT was like walked in and said something. It was like sunglasses up.
Yeah, Evolve.
Sunglasses up. Down.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally what we're talking about right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's sunglasses up, sunglasses back on, and left. And then, by the way, at the end of the segment, Ricky Smoke said this was weird. That was really weird. Jackson Drake said he just put the card in my bag, bro. What the hell? But CJ Wolf,
he's still
on this whole segment. This whole go on. This is just weird. Oh my God.
The whole segment, the whole segment is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The whole segment was crazy from beginning to end. I didn't really expect Aaron Rourke to do what he did,
Man.
but they have been showcasing this man as of lately, like expressing himself more, and that's a pretty funny thing to see. So that was like going way, like not in a bad way overboard, but that was like they let him literally go overboard in that moment. Like, oh yeah, I have put my
like some golders.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, I know your name is Chris Hansen, but see, I call you Chris Hansen. You see what I'm saying? Like something like, you know, like the Booty Warrior almost, like Booty Warrior level. That
It was wrong.
you know what I'm saying?
And I won't.
And he didn't give him an ultimatum. He didn't give him an ultimatum. It was like, oh yeah, I left something in your bag. You know, make sure you put it to good use later.
Yeah, just straight up.
Or we gonna have a problem.
Just
type
straight
of
up.
energy. So
On camera.
I like that. It was on camera. It was funny.
Period.
But as far as with it's something else I was gonna mention. Oh, Mike Cunningham, bro, what is going on? He was acting like Bullet Club. No. Well, he was acting like Bullet Club Cody.
But like,
with
a sprinkle of Miz.
Yeah, with a sprinkle of
That
man don't know. That man don't know how to act.
No, I want to give a shout out to the DRWC show. I said this too. I give a shout out to EOD on that show, saying that EOD said that he looked like Tom Cruise from what was the thing you said, EOD?
I think Cocktail or Risky Business. That's
one of those two.
Risky Business.
Together. The guy said combined, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Oh my god.
Now, Coach, your thoughts on this segment, the sexual assault. It was sexual assault. I don't care what people say. It was wrong. You have to have consent. This is 2026. You can't do that. But what are your thoughts?
Respectfully, that's Jackson Drake. I would have taken my shot too. Not the way he did, but
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I gotta press the button. Here we go.
Living your life like you're thirsty. Living your life like you're thirsty.
Dr. Thirst, man. I'm still waiting on that Dr. Pepper attire, man. Where's the Dr. Pepper attire? Where is it?
Okay, but before I give my opinion, like, what happened to Jack Cartwheel? Is he like still with the ID program, or
he's renting?
Like,
he's AAA.
Dude,
that man been living it up in AAA.
Yeah,
that man be at every event.
Every event.
Yeah, because I was thinking they completely dropped Adrenaline Drip because it seems like Cappuccino Jones is gonna tag with Mike Cunningham now, and he's in the main event scene. Did he just like forget about Jack Cartwheel? But yeah, I was just thinking that during the segment. For this whole segment though, I was really entertained by it. I think it was very funny. It felt like this reality TV show type thing where you're just seeing the stuff we really shouldn't be seeing. But it was entertaining, and I think that's the best thing I could ask for. Is like, you don't see this really anywhere else on NXT or main roster. It's just like fun drama stuff, and I really enjoy that kind of stuff. It's just stupid and silly, but it's entertaining. So I really loved it. I know we don't give segments a rating, but I'd give it an A+ if we did.
No, we give segments A. Like we give segment ratings because again, this was
I agree.
Someone wrote this, and someone told Gabe Sapolsky, "Hey, you should take a break for a couple hours. We got this." And the guy who wrote Gremlins 2 just walked in and just said, "Let's just have some fun with this." Shot the key.
I think Gremlins 2.
All right.
Not Gremlins 2.
He's still secretly in the writer's room.
Yes. Hear these
We're
thoughts.
gonna find out
He's been doing some things. Hear these thoughts. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I agree with you, Alex. We just saw a crime being committed live on TV. Well, not live, but in front of a camera. It was a crime. And after it happened, after he said that to Jackson Drake, I just sat there, was like I felt uncomfortable. Like I felt assaulted. Like, and I wasn't even in there. He caressed his smooth chin, man. That skin to skin contact, that could be assault. You know, if anything medical happens from that situation, that's a lawsuit there. But Aaron Work is hilarious, man. He is very, very entertaining. Even when he said, "Oh, there's actually a brain behind that pretty face," like he was just flirting with him and insulting him the entire time. He knew exactly what he just knew when he had that shirt with the belly showing he was gonna get Jackson Drake. He just knew. But overall,
we also got to throw out too. We also got to throw out. He's smart, man. He going after the one with the gold, man.
Oh,
not the crumbs.
Gold.
Yeah, see, he looking for security. You know what I'm saying? See, he looking for
yeah.
In
this economy, who can blame him? In this economy, who blames him? Okay, I'm not with the assault, but I get the strategy. I rock with the strategy, not the assault. But yeah, it's
What?
funny.
What me and you just thought somewhat convincing ourselves that it was a good thing.
I'm not.
Hashtag
defending him here.
Coach, we supposed to move past that. We supposed to.
But I want to continue. I want to say before we get to EOD, before we get to your thoughts. Also, Aaron Rourke said this to Swipe Right. We have now conversed and talked about this. Oh, by the way, that's what converse means. And I'm like, because Swipe Right are dumbasses. It makes fucking sense. Like, chef's kiss right off the freaking bat. Shout out to Aaron, like Aaron Rourke. They realized, like, holy shit, we did like 4 promos for something. Like, we invested in his ass. EOD, your thoughts on this promo and the fact that we like mostly all the guys here, except for Coach and CJ Wolfie and Cardi M, agree this is sexual assault. This is sexual assault.
The whole thing.
He not letting that go.
The whole thing is great. At the very least, it's definitely sexual harassment. At the very least.
Okay, fine. Sexual harassment. I can.
And you get a warning. And for sexual harassment, you get a warning not to do it again. But
he did it against Keanu Carver. Remember he slapped Keanu Carver on the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He did slap Keanu Carver in the butt.
He did.
Coming in as a lawyer for HR. Let's go.
But anyway, I'll go Cappuccino's first. I'll go Cappuccino first. I like the whole logic, the whole ID people would give. It's like, look, dog. After all this time, we did the PC ID war. Y'all are nowhere to be found, but now because they're coming after you, basically, now we're all ID guys and everything. So I like the fact that Cappuccino would like it. Aaron Roy, this was like, I didn't know his charisma was like this. Like Aaron Roy was great in this whole segment. Basically, every time he talked to Vanity Project, he tossed some shade at them. Every single time.
Every time. They smell. Something. He said that. They smell. At certain points, I'm like, why would you say that? Why?
I'm like, and the thing with him and Drake, I didn't know it was going to end up that, but you could tell it was escalating. Every time he spoke about Drake, like he said, oh, yeah, you got a brain behind that cute face or whatever he said. I'm like, it was always escalating. Eli, he said something to Mike Cunningham. I guess he's going to be a character now, too. And remember, he had the whole thing with the whole, like, online with the Swipe Right. Like, he's kind of, not Swipe Right, but Vanity Project. But Smokes does not like Mike Cunningham whatsoever. No. But Mike is kind of trying to get him, and it feels like that might be still going, but just to I guess they times it by 10 now with the sunglasses and the hair and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, he looks like I said, he looked like something that was in my frat when I was in college. That's sort of like the hair and everything. So I'm like, but Roy, he was a star of this whole thing. And in real life, if this was IRL and I saw this in real life, I'm like, you can't do this stuff. But because we all know everybody's all good people here and everybody's on the show, so it was entertaining to watch and everything. But in real life, I did not condone this.
And Aaron Rourke probably was like, y'all.
The thing said, I was like, wait a minute.
You know what I think it is? I know it's for entertainment purposes, but I think like being in the military is kind of like being in the real world, and then professional wrestling has its own set of rules.
Yeah.
If we could do that. Because like for example, in the real world, a married man can cheat on his wife. And you just get a divorce and that's it. In the military, a man could cheat on his wife and he has to go to jail for that.
Yeah, that's an actual law.
Yep. You have to go to jail for that. Yep. See, that's a biblical. That's in the Bible. That's like a Bible type of punishment. Like, oh yeah, in the real world, okay, yeah, y'all cheated, he cheated. You know what? Just get a divorce or work it out, something. Oh, you cheated on your wife in the military? Oh, you finna go to jail for that.
Do you think? Do you think Aaron Rourke was like, oh, I heard y'all was on NXT kissing Joe Hendricks and stuff. So where's my turn? Like, what you think he was thinking like that?
Thank you for bringing that up. No. Hold on. I know. Dark Sage is ambiguously gay for the last couple of weeks, but we're not even talking about that. That's NXT time with D-Wall. But the fact that when Aaron Rourke did this, I didn't say this. When Aaron Rourke did the finger thing and the little chin thing, Brad Baylor pointed at him, and you can look at this one of two ways. Brad Baylor's making fun, like, haha, this guy's like trying to get you, or you can look at it like, oh, that was so cute. One of two ways, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2026. You
Something's
don't even
going on.
know where they go. There's something going on. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what else is going on? Sages, psychics, and everything else. But before we talk about the segment, let's talk about of the journey before they got to the segment. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Don't mind me, Rin.
We're protecting you.
Don't be suspicious, huh? Okay. Cleanse the area because we don't need any buffoonery.
Agua de
Okay. And we put it on the mirror because the way people view themselves
is very important.
Yeah.
Cleansing your aura right now.
I feel cleansed.
Good.
I feel aura.
Perfect.
Bag a little bit more.
Yeah, get her bag.
Honestly, please.
Yeah, let's.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Smells really good.
You heard that? Should I become like aura like this?
You can.
relish in our amazing, unstoppable, undeniable goddess energy. We're at the building.
Yes, we're gonna.
I got my totem.
We have to start inside.
Okay.
And then we'll work our way out.
Got the cage. Okay, we're good.
It's very important to do. Very important. You know.
Really good.
We're going. Cheers. Yes. Okay, let's go.
Healing blessings, good energy.
Blessed be.
We did it, you guys.
We did it. I feel really good.
It's really good in here.
Yes.
Like,
my cheeks hurt. We're smiling.
it's different.
Yeah.
It's light.
Look at my hairs on my arm. Wow. Those are bruises. But
shit.
my hairs are standing.
Wow. Good.
Good.
We did a good thing.
We did that.
Whee!
Wow.
Obviously, they were fronting because after this, Ariana Grace is kind of half sleeping. She says something like, "Oh, I can't sleep as well." Nikita Lyons does the best "It's Gall" impression. She wakes up like, "Oh, I didn't know you were even here. And what the hell are you doing here?" Ariana Grace needs 13 hours of sleep. They realize that like the psychic messed her up. Mason and Layla pop in. They say, "Look, I like your fur." Layla digs. "I like your fur thing. It's very polyesterish." That was a diss. He's like, "You trying to be a compliment?" She's like, "No." Like, yeah. Like, we're trying to start off with a new year, new foot. Mason and Layla say, "Okay, fine, let's do TikTok together." They start practicing TikToks. Ariana Grace and Nikita don't even give a crap about it. They kind of half-ass, like not even half-ass it. They 90% ass it. They don't even care about it. CJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts on the fact that again they went around and did the sage thing around the whole PC Center. They did there, and they have been continuing this storyline online by themselves for the whole week.
Well, that's good to keep the country continue on to that on any different platform besides on the TV, which is good, to keep it going. But it's entertainment here and there. But yeah, them kind of collabing with Mason and I forgot her name.
Layla Diggs.
Yeah, Layla. Lord. Yeah, Layla and Mason, which is interesting to see if they're gonna continue that. If they'll collab. 'Cause I thought they're gonna have a feud, like a tag team feud with them down involved or something. But yeah, it's something. It's good to keep that going. Like you see, they got it on social media, so they want to keep something going with it.
Oh yeah, it's starting to look like they have Nikita, Ariana Grace aligning with Mason Holiday and Layla Diggs, which I think I would like to see. I would like to see, like 4 girls. Not. I don't know if they're going to be face together or if they're going to be heels together. Most likely, probably like a face group. But to see, like a group of girls come together and be like the female version of the clique, maybe. Of just seeing them like go on these crazy wild adventures of introducing each other to like, their parts of like the world, like what do they do? What do they like to have fun with? And like each girl can share their own experiences with each, member or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like each member of the group can like, introduce them to something new, something spontaneous or whatever. And to have it on social media, like keep the story going is actually pretty dope. And to also see them doing it on Evolve is awesome as well. Even just seeing some of the stuff that they've been doing on NXT with Nikita, keeping a gimmick, keeping that comedic gimmick going is actually really smart. I like it. And shouts out to Nikita Lyons, man. For real. Shouts out to Nikita Lyons. Her transformation has to be studied.
Yeah,
for real. Because she would present herself as the goddess, you know what I'm saying? And now she is literally, like in goddess mode, like kind of like Perfect Cell. Almost
shaped up,
or like Android 17, she literally super, you know what I'm saying? Super Nikita Lyons right now. And
she is.
I have goals. I have goals, I have goals with like my body, my mind, different things like that. So shouts out to her. And because like I said, transformation is always something that I've been very intrigued by, like how a person can look like something and look like something totally different, whether it's a bad transformation or good transformation. There's always a story behind the good and the bad. So yeah, shouts out to her, man. Shouts out to her, and her transformation is dope for real.
I'm happy for her. Mr. Coach, your thoughts on this segment and just the fact that Nikita just tweaked her character and realized like I could just be crazy everywhere and it makes sense, and it doesn't make sense.
I mean, half of the stuff we're seeing is literally just Nikita Lyons as she is in real life. I don't know if you guys see her social media, but it's practically just who she is, which I think makes it a lot better because she doesn't really have to act. She just has to like turn herself up to 11. And I think that's what makes her character work at least so good. But as for this, I would like to see more of like the stuff they filmed on television. I know I'm like really into this weird stuff, or at least the character stuff and the silliness of wrestling. So like I would like to see them actually put production into the stuff they filmed, like the stuff Nikita Lyons filmed backstage with herself. I would like to see more of that on TV because I feel like it does a lot for their character and a lot to humanize them for us and make us care more about them. But yeah, like the real for real love said, damn, I messed that up. Like they said, I would like to see a faction between them, not necessarily a face or a heel faction, but like a heel and face faction where they're like they kind of get along, but they also don't really because there's a lot of tension and a lot of differences. I think that would be cool. Like we haven't really seen a major faction on Evolve yet, at least in the women's side. So I think that would be really cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
All right, hear these thoughts?
Yeah, I agree 100% with Coach and for real love. Like, like this is just her personality dialed up to 11, and I think a lot of the best gimmicks in wrestling is their personality just dialed up a little bit more than it actually is in real life. And I like the fact that she's actually grown on me. Like I was kind of in the middle with her, but now that she's her natural self, they found some way for her to fit in because in NXT they would just throw her in like random stuff. Like remember she had that possible interest in Obafemi that one time, and then they stopped that, and then they just started doing weird stuff. But this right here, she fits perfectly in this. This is all an extension of who she is from the saging and being goofy and all that stuff. So I love to see it, and I'm very interested to see what they do with this faction here. Is it going to be will it be both of them eventually becoming good people and then the people on the other side become bad, or will they feel like, hey, this is not naturally who we are, we need to go back to being how we were before? So I'm very invested in this whole storyline that they got going on right now.
Okay, that makes sense. Drake Moreau. Sorry, not Drake Moreau. EOD. I was reading something. Your thoughts on this? I lost myself there. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I was like, wait, Drake Moreau segment or whatever.
EOD.
Anyway, yeah, I agree with what everybody had to say, and like y'all know, I went to like an NXT house show like a couple months ago, and I was saying that they had some stuff online about Layla Diggs and Mason Holliday and Nikita Lyons like teaming together. But until you see it on TV, it's not a real thing. So I'm like, well, how will they get there? It looked like this could be how they get there to that point. And I can see the faction still forming and Ariana, but Ariana being more like kind of around, not more a part of faction, because on NXT they're doing something with her character with a whole group too, with the Nepos, I guess that's what we're calling it for right now. So I mean, it's like, okay, this whole chain, they're trying to be good. So they're entertaining this. Whether they become good and team up with Mason Holliday and Layla Diggs, or Mason Holliday and Layla Diggs team up with them and become bad. Who knows what's going to happen? But I do like the fact that they're now intermingling. It's like, okay, we might actually get that trio like on TV, like for real, with Ariana Grace being like maybe cool with them type of deal. So I liked it, and yeah, like you said, it's like their personality like turned up to like 11, and Ariana Grace is like the junior version of Chelsea Green because she's everywhere, and she's still carrying that gimmick of, oh well, maybe I should try to be good even on TNA because TNA's on right now, and I'm just kind of watching it a little bit. So
The
it's like she
multiverse.
still's got the gimmick going on everywhere. So I do like that's not like it's like, oh, I'm a bad guy here, but I'm a good guy here type of deal. It's like, okay, we're carrying the whole thing forward. You might not be as bad or as good wherever you're at, but it's like the same theme is going across. So I like that. So
Okay. I respect as well. A lot of good ideas were put out there. Like again, Layla and Mason can turn heel, and then these guys can try to be good, or they can just flip it and everything else. But ladies and gentlemen, when we say breaking news, we say breaking news because, ladies and gentlemen, someone is cleared to wrestle, and her name is Aria Bennett. Let's see yourselves.
Welcome to Revolve, episode post review with the.
So we hope for her to come back. I hope for her to come back soon, ladies and gentlemen. Please, Aria Bennett. Next, Drake Monroe versus Sam Holloway, or I like to call it Chris Ono versus Dijakovic. Because this was a lot of discus legs, discus elbows, discus lariats. Sam Holloway did a outside-inside elbow. Drake Monroe did a second rope splash to them back and forth. Holloway did a suicide dive from the top, like from the third rope over. His leg got caught and he almost died, but he actually looked cool doing it. Then this was this was a match that like it felt like NXT 2017, where like you're just tuning in and then like you got a banger match for like 6 to 10 minutes out of nowhere. Like, holy crap, this is actually pretty good. In the end, before we get to that, clip number one, legend. I have two clips. You know damn well he did the sounds. So let's hear this. Let's hear this clip.
For Holloway.
When a man that size leaves his feet like that, the laws of physics tap out, let me tell you.
Have you ever gone down to the bayou, done some like fishing?
No, I don't do the bayou. I told you. I'm not about the hunting and the fishing. I'm about the mani and petties.
And I'm gonna use that same clip and tag all these people. Drake Monroe liked our first video and liked the concept of what he did, the sound. So let's hear that sound one more time.
Looks like he wants to fly again. To the top he goes. No one home.
Oh! He caught him with it!
Are you all right, Stone? Watch out!
A second!
Water boy sound.
That's exactly what I thought about when I heard it.
Me too.
I was like, yeah. It was like he actually did it on purpose.
Oh my god.
Are you okay, Stone? What's wrong with you? But let's go counterclockwise. EOD Wrestling Hub. What are your thoughts and rating of this match? I give this match, by the way, I want to give this match a for the sound effect. Two big guys just being athletic. First off, Holloway jumped over Drake, and Drake did a Rana to Holloway. They're both 6'5" to 6'8", ladies and gentlemen. That's why I give it an A. EOD. EOD, your thoughts and rating. Go counterclockwise.
Yeah, this to me was like this was a really good match for me. It kind of reminded me of like the first time. Well, I've seen them before, but the first time I saw Dijakovic and Keith Lee like in person, they did that match before they did it in NXT, like on TV. It kind of reminded me of that because I was like, I knew Hollywood was big, but I was like, Monroe is actually like taller. Like he's like, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, and they were doing all these small people spots, but they're like big as hell. Like they're falling down and like they take up like half the ring. But I thought it was really good. I'm like, okay, they can. I'm glad they have somebody the same size as Holloway that he can actually like legit go against, and kind of like the Carver, Shiloh Hill situation. And everything is like, oh, there's somebody here that's about the same size as you, and y'all can go. So I thought it was really good. When he did that Waterboy thing the first time, I heard it, but I didn't notice it when y'all told me the first time. So when I heard it this time, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, okay, I got it. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. That could be a nice little signature without. It won't be in a video game though, probably because copyright.
It should be.
Maybe.
It,
So, yeah, maybe they might say, hey, maybe the movie studios say, hey, no, y'all gonna have to cut that out. But yeah, I thought this was a really good match. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm like, yeah, it was a good thing for Monroe, and I guess we'll talk about after the match after everybody gives their thoughts. So.
We'll get to there. We'll get to there. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that trash that comes out. Here are these thoughts and rating of the match.
Yeah, first and foremost, I guess we had to get another Drake because we're about to get one that leaves, so someone else had to handle the mantle of being named Drake. But as far as the match go, I thought it was an A. But I think I was kind of disappointed by the crowd because once he made that noise that we haven't heard since 1998 during the Bourbon Bowl, when he made that Bobby Boucher noise, someone in the crowd should have said, "You can do it." That would have killed everything. I would have been dying laughing. But as EOD said, to see those two guys going to ring, I thought it was going to be big, meaty men just chopping each other, which I'm cool with. But to see Drake go out there and do small people moves, I was really impressed. I was like glued to the screen watching the entire match, and this match was actually a pleasant surprise to me. So those guys did an incredible job, and I'll give the match an A.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Coach, your thoughts and rating?
Yeah, same like everybody else said. I really like this match. Like every time I see Sam Holloway, I just forget how big he is until he pulls out all those moves. But like, I really like the guy. I think I like both of these men. I don't know what to say with that everybody else hasn't said. I love the style. They really shocked me with the stuff they did because I was not expecting them to pull out the stuff. And I'm not really familiar like the movie or show like you guys are. So I just find it funny that he screams that stuff the whole time. To me, I don't get that reference. I just find it like weird. But yeah, I like it. It makes him different. It's like something unique to him. So I like that for him. But yeah, I'm going to give this match an A because it was really fantastic.
Okay. TJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts and rating?
Yeah, I like the match. Yeah, I give it an A also. And yeah, just being two big dudes hard hitting each other, then up here flying like they high flyers was really amazing how they was jumping off top ropes and they're doing hurricanranas and everything. So it was a pretty good match. And yeah, that yell at the end with Drake did, with the clothesline, like a clothesline from hell with the yell it's different. I like it. So yeah, you keep it with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. I'll give it an A as well. I agree with everything that everyone said about the match. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was heart-wrenching because, you don't want anyone to get hurt because with their size, but it's like, man, they had it. They had it for me, man. I loved it. I loved every single moment of it. And shout out to Sam Holloway too, man. It's so good seeing Sam Holloway back. And I also enjoyed Drake as well, aka she calls him Shallow Hill's cousin.
That's Shallow Hill's cousin.
That's good.
Man.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna throw in some more water for me if that's good.
Oh, of course. It's good that you left here so you have credibility because right now, ladies and gentlemen, post-match, Drake Monroe. By the way, he gave beads to the cameraman, and when we came back from the match, like after the match was done, the replay, he has the beads again. Don't know where he got it from.
Yeah, we tried to watch that.
We tried to watch that back like 3 times. He gives the beads. Anyway, I'll just press the button.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
He pops out with a very sand colored t-shirt, and I was telling him the DRWC show that you can get that shirt in Walmart for like $5, any size. Doesn't really care. And here these thoughts did say that it was wrinkled because it was. He talks to Drake Monroe, and he talks about like, hey, what's your plans? Like, what are your plans about the Team PC? Even though that was last week, that's just bad journalism, Chewy. Drake Monroe says, like, look, I don't involve myself with Team PC. That's their stuff. I want to get in the Bayou. I want to go after the championship. I want to make the biggest cat. Like, I think it was either catfish or like just a boil, like the biggest boil, crawfish boil in my city. And then he gives and then here's the point I want to say. he ends talking. Chewy Martinez says, "Oh, coming up next, Dante Chen versus I forgot the other guy's name. Jesus Christ,
Trill London.
What's his
Trill
name?
London.
Oh, Trill London. Trill London. And then he shakes Drake Monroe's hand, and then he does the P Diddy shake. This is why I'm pressing the button again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, I want to say this, and I talked about this on different platforms and everything else. Mean Gene Okerlund, I'll give you an example. Mean Gene Okerlund, whenever he used to say about another match, and he had an interview, but he always said about the match that's coming up next, he would say, "All right, thank you for the interview," and the guy would walk away, and then he would say, for example, Randy Savage versus Macho Man coming up next, whatever. The fact that Chewy Lazy Martinez says it, shakes his hands, and then does the P. Diddy shake like we are interested in him. No, we are not.
Why are you dragging Diddy's name like this, man?
No. Diddy can be dragged to hell and back. That's not the point of it all. Like the fact that Chewy sullied Diddy's name is even worse. TJ Terrell, what? You can talk about this post match if you want. Whatever. Just go on. I don't care. No, ain't no what.
I gave Chewy hope, man. You know, he had the Sandy Gray shirt on, man. I was like, yeah, you know what? He's doing good. He's wearing something different. So hopefully, Alex don't, give him any gripe. You know, he's wearing something different. Drake blessed him with the beads. Maybe Chewy, flashed him backstage. Maybe that's why he blessed him with the beads. I don't know. I know how they earn their beads. So maybe he earned them. So maybe he earned his beads off camera. How they have stuff off camera. There's things that happen in movies off camera that we don't see. So inside, he earned his beads. What? Chewy did earn his beads somehow. You just can't put a set of beads around somebody's neck. No, he earned them somehow. But yeah, the shake, like the little shake. I guess the little shake was like something that the shake gave it away. He earned his beads. He earned his beads and he forgot where he was. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the Lord.
And when that happened, I was like, yeah, Alex got him. He got him now. Alex got that. He got the bait.
Oh my god.
He should never did that shit.
Just
at this point,
Chewy. Yes, go on. Coach.
At this point, Chewy is just doing this to himself. Like he has no excuses for Alex dissing him. All of this is on him at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll talk about that later, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's just. Do we have to talk about this anymore? Because we don't really need to. Go. You can talk about this here. These thoughts.
I couldn't finish listening to the interview because as soon as I seen him come out with that Walmart Gildan shirt and it was wrinkled up, I'm like, Alex about to cook this. It's over. It's over. The rest of the interview don't even matter. Alex is about to cook this kid. I'm like, at this point, Chewy has to be doing this on purpose. There's no reason. Alex is watching.
Yes, I am. I watched it 3 times, and 3 times I was disappointed even worse. Oh my god!
I'm sure they got an iron in the Evolve locker room somewhere. There's no.
They do. Find the heel lines. You can stage up your shirt, and maybe I would feel better about your ass. But it ain't working that way, sir. All right, let's just pass this. Backstage, John Legacy not understanding what an assignment is sorry, my cat's acting crazy. Not understanding what an assignment is. He picks up the trash, but then the PC guys knock it over again. The ID guys come back and they all have new wardrobes. Everybody has new wardrobes on. I'm like, oh, cool. Why did you record this then? What the? Okay. Yeah. So they're like, oh, we're gonna help. We're gonna help Sean Legacy. Keanu Carver comments on Cappuccino Jones' jacket. He's like, yeah, it's a good jacket. I'll clean it in this jacket. I don't care. And they start cleaning. Sean Legacy says not one word. Not says thank you. Not like, hey, you guys are great. Nothing, because he's just a bitch. Yes, exactly. Then, ladies and gentlemen, from Mount Olympus, he appears.
If you're not tan and jacked and ready to attack, or if you are weak and pale and ready to fail, then this is not the place for you, 'cause it's time for the start of
Before it's called Train Arms, I got a brief and ferocious message to Mr. Stone, NXT's new GM. Please accept this video as my application to the NXT brand. This is gonna be a riff, so give me a sec. Alright. The peaks are peaking, and Big Daddy Red is speaking, and I'm here to make NXT MINT, and that means muscular, oh yeah, intelligent, natural, and tanned. Ooh. I'm used to winning without even breaking a sweat. Big Daddy Red is all about getting ahead, making that bread, leaving all you dummies on red. The muscles are fed and ready to shred. I can do this all day, dude. It's called is looking like $1 million bucks. I'm the one they chose. While 90% of the roster is looking like a jar of mayonnaise in some wrestling clothes. Because Stone, we all know that when you're in mint condition, there's no competition. Oh yeah. Come on, dude. You want to tell me you don't want to see that on a Tuesday? Come on now.
Oh my god.
Now, It's Call comes out and says you guys are just dummies cleaning up the stuff. Aaron Rourke steps up and says you're an arrogant ass. Are you okay with us just cleaning it? He's like, yep, I am okay with this. Oh, you know what? Next week, how about you and me, your red bearded ass, and keep going. It's Doll's like, it's Gall, dummies, and walks away. So, CJ Moving Terrell, what are your thoughts on this promo and the fact that next week we're going to get Aaron Rourke versus It's Gall? Guaranteed he ain't smacking his ass.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because one, we didn't see It's Gall in the ring like in a minute. And yeah, I think them two going to have a good match with each other. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And the promo before, the promo they had was good too. Aaron Rourke was saying on business and said, come on, people, we want to talk about this talk. Let's do it in the ring. So we're gonna see next week. So I'm looking forward to it.
So it's obvious that Aaron Rourke does not like It's Gall. So maybe he doesn't like the butthole type. You know what I'm saying? But for him to shoot his shot with Jackson Drake, he sees something in Jackson Drake that he does not see in It's Gall. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because Jackson Drake was infamous, bro. This man was ruthless.
Yeah, both Jackson.
Why did he have it out against?
I know, but both Jackson and It's Gall has like a 4.5 body fat. So I'm like, why don't you like It's Gall? Like he's about the same. Like, I mean, he doesn't have the dance of living your life like a thirsty, but it's still cool. I mean, I guess though. Coach, your thoughts on Aaron Rourke versus It's Gall next week? And he is shooting his shot to Robert Stone.
I mean, yeah, I think It's Gall should also go to NXT. I feel like he feels like one of those people that should go there. But anyway, I'm excited for the match. It's two of Evolve's biggest like character workers, at least going up against each other. So this match should be very funny because I'm just excited to see their interactions. I don't think it's gonna be like a good match, but like for the personality of it, I think it's gonna be like silly and entertaining. So I'm actually very excited for it.
Okay. You have these thoughts? Aaron Rourke versus It's Gall.
Yeah. Terrell's crazy, bro. Yeah, the whole thing, it's interesting. Aaron Rourke is the most charismatic person they have down in Evolve, and he's actually good in the ring. So I'm looking forward to seeing the match, and I'm glad that It's Gall is going to be back in the ring too. So I guess this is kind of them cutting to the chase before WWE tries to do something like this with Kit Williams or Wilson with whoever the masculine guy he's going to feud with, maybe Matt Cardona. So this is going to be that before that even happens, and honestly, this may even be better. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay. EOD, you know that it like you can't predict it because like we want Aaron Rourke to win, but It's Gall should win. So that's the problem.
I didn't know I needed this match until Aaron Rourke. I did not realize Aaron Rourke, his mic skills were like this. I had no idea. The way he tore into It's Gall was insane. Because we just saw what he did to Jackson Drake. I'm like, you basically almost assaulted this man over here, and this dude you want to put 6 feet under on the same show. So I'm like, I liked it. It was really good, and It's Gall kind of came out there, and I guess he's still always going to be like a tweener just because that's the personality type he has, not a true face, true heel. But it was kind of cool that he did kind of show up like after the whole war is over with, and I did like the fact that they kind of came in there, kind of help him clean up and stuff like that. That was kind of nice. And I think Sean Legacy. I don't think Sean Legacy was a bitch. That's my guy. I just think he was like so overwhelmed at the fact that they came and helped him because when he was cleaning, the way that the PC guys they were doing him so damn dirty. As soon as he's cleaning, they're just throwing stuff back on the ground. Even though I don't understand why it was a mop and not a broom, but that's a whole nother story. But
right?
He had to mop. Yeah, he had to mop up everything and put it in the trash. How does that work? I could try to work that out.
I just have to assume that maybe he
condos. How
mopped
does that
up
work?
and then they re-messed it up. I'll just leave it. I'll just have to assume it was that. And Keanu gave what did he give Cappuccino a compliment on the jacket and everything? I'm surprised he didn't just,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna take your jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, even though
No,
he
he's like,
wasn't
no,
take it.
He said, oh, that's a nice jacket to clean this. He's like, yeah, it is a nice jacket. You ain't getting it though. I want that jacket. I'm like, all right, you guys are just being angry. Jesus
I
Christ.
thought Keanu was just gonna just take the jacket or whatever. But yeah, I like the whole segment. We still gonna have PC ID wars going on. And I like that. I like that. There's like, okay, even if you're a face or a heel, if you're on one side of the fence, at some point you're probably gonna have to team up together. So like bitter enemies. That's for example, let's say a Sean Legacy and a Jackson Drake, but you're both ID guys. So at some point you're gonna have to kind of put aside your differences. And the same thing over on the PC side. But yeah, Aaron Rourke, this was like a breakout show for him and everything. It's like it really showed like, hey, we invested some stuff in you. Now we're gonna see how you are on the mic, and he knocked it out the park. I thought so.
What's sad before we get to the next segment, the next match, is that the fact that Marcus Mathers is getting like written off for a while because like he was part of the ID guys, and then we don't really need you anymore. He's a good wrestler. He was there like 2 weeks ago, so I'm like, okay, but either way, someone's not gonna like this. Dante Chen versus Trill London, ladies and gentlemen. This match lasted exactly 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Dante Chen came out doing the whole little gimmick. I have a clip of this. This will make Terrell listen because this will make you smile. What Robert Stone says about this guy.
Probably.
Dante Chen, a superstar who Robert Stone always seems to have something negative to say.
Yeah, the 3 P's, passion, precision, and perseverance. He's just forgetting 1 P. Pathetic. I'm kidding. But the reality is that we all know. Oh, come on, don't do it, please.
This is a great entrance. There it is.
Really, Peter, you almost hit me in the face.
I feel it.
This match, I felt like Trill London was not 100%. He did a couple of jumps on the corners. He did. It felt off throughout the whole match. Robert Stone saying that Dante Chen needs an edge. He needs an edge. He keeps losing, and he's supposedly the gatekeeper of Evolve. He needs an edge. During the match, you saw a little bit of aggressiveness from Dante Chen. I liked it, but it was a little weird. In the end, Dante Chen did the gentle touch for the 1, 2, 3. What happened, Trill London? They gave you all these promos setting up for the win. You had a match a couple weeks ago. It was okay. And then you had a match with Dante Chen, who is a veteran who knows how to wrestle with everybody because he's fought everybody. So what happened? For me, Cardi M. Thoughts of Dante Chen versus Trill London?
It was an alright match for me. With Trill London coming back, I wanted him to win, but I get it. Dante Chen is from NXT, and he's just been beating everybody, so whatever. It was an alright match. I'll give it a B.
Okay. CJ Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match, and then Coach.
Yeah, I get the match to see because it was kind of odd for me too how Trill was wrestling on this match. Like I said, you was like he wasn't ready in this match, and then you were thought to be getting ready. The times you had get the vignettes made for you on Evolve, no, prepping you up. You got more to come for you once you come back. But seeing what you showcase here is just, he would just kind of slow down or something. So hope he get back right, but yeah, it was really decent match.
Yeah, I can't even really give Trill London the benefit of the doubt or anything. It was a weird performance that I saw. It kind of put me in the mind of like when he first got there going against Keanu Carver, and it was somebody else that he went against. Harlem Lewis, where he just got demolished. But this go around, I mean, he had a little bit of offense, but it just really wasn't there. I'm not sure if he was trying to imitate someone a little too hard, or if he was just being purposely clumsy. I don't know what it could be, because sometimes, you know, a person's demeanor, you know, could be a part of the character, a part of the act. You know what I'm saying? Like a Terry Funk, or like a Mankind or something like that. It could be a part of the act, or like a Shotzi. Like it's like their mannerisms is a part of the in-ring work, but it didn't look crisp at all. And I don't even know why I'm trying to talk around it. Dante Chan, I don't like you.
I wanted you. I said, "Dang, you seen anybody?"
This is getting clipped. This is getting clipped. Like, you're being nice. I'm like, what the hell are you being nice? I literally said on the DRWC show, like offline, I'm like, there's a guy called Terrell that does not like Dante Chen, bro. Like, he does not like his ass. Like,
Dante Chen, you are not it. You're not a locker room leader. Dante Chen, you are not the gatekeeper of Evolve. Dante Chen, your finisher is whack.
Yeah.
The gentle touch, it's not even at least a.
It's like how he executes really what he does.
Yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat used to do that special, and that was back in the 80s.
And guess what?
It was more believable.
And guess what? You not Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You ain't even got enough in it to be Ricky. You supposed to make boy. You supposed to had Trill London in there looking like he was gasping for air. You lucky he sold your move the way he did.
I say what's up.
Of course.
But that's all I gotta say. The match was an F because of Dante Chan.
Okay, Mike.
I give the match an F because of Dante Chan. Forget you, Dante Chan. I don't like you.
The dog didn't like him either. He even barked in pain. Coach, and then here's his thoughts. Coach, your thoughts on rating of the match.
To add to what Terrell said, is like, yeah, I don't see it with Dante Chen. I don't get the appeal. Like, I see they're trying to do something with him, but he literally has no charisma whatsoever. I don't enjoy seeing it. And whenever they announce a match for him, I'm not exactly excited to see the match. Like, I know he's all right in the ring, but like, I don't see anything with him. As for Trill London, yeah, this match definitely felt off for him because I know what he can do. But also, I don't know how many of you have watched LFG, but he is prone to being a bit clumsy. So I see that's obviously still a problem that he needs to work around. But this was definitely not his best performance because he can do a lot of cool stuff. He can really go when he's into it. But like, this match was not it. I don't know what it was, but they really didn't show him off very well. So I just felt like this match didn't hit for me at all. Something was just not right here. So I'm going to give it a C because, like, yeah, I don't know. This match, something was wrong here.
That's fine. Hear these thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Coach. Like, this is something he's been doing in LFG where he's been super, super clumsy. But this time around, it was just like a whole avalanche of clumsy. It was like clumsy after clumsy. He couldn't figure out how to kind of reel it back, and he just was falling all over the place. And then I agree with Terrell. I mean, I don't hate him as much as Terrell do, but I don't care anything about Noob Saibot. I mean, Reptile. I mean, Squirt. I mean, Dante Chen. I don't care anything.
Hold up, no! Don't you ever in your life compare him to Noob Saibot. Do you understand? You want to see?
That's what he just like.
You want to see the license plate on my car? Do you want to see the license plate on my car?
Your license plate is
Noob Saibot. He is not Noob Saibot. He's not Liu Kang. He's not Reptile. He's not anyone on that roster. He's not nobody on Street Fighters. Dante Chen is not nobody on Taken. He's not even nobody in Resident Evil. Okay, he's not even a zombie in Resident Evil. He is nothing. He don't exist. He is just matter in this world that should not exist. What is he? Is he
He can't
pink
be-
matter? Is he gray matter? Is he black matter? Is he a symbiote? We don't know what he is. You know why? Because Dante Chen should not exist. Dante Chen is nothing. He's literally nothing. You look at the dictionary, the word nothing, he's right there. And it's like, why is his face right here? He's nothing.
Oh my god.
He can't be zombie number 6.
I don't like Dante Chen.
No,
What'd you
zombie
say?
number 6 at least has a purpose. Like, no, zombie number 6 is way better than freaking Dante.
Okay, I'll
Chen.
take that back. That's disrespectful to the Mortal Kombat. You're right. That's disrespectful to New Sabat in the Mortal Kombat cast. You're right. He's nothing. But he does. I will say he does have the worst finisher in professional wrestling right now.
Of course,
he does. As the worst.
At least we can shoot zombie number 6. We can't shoot Dante Chen.
True.
I mean, it's just because with Ricky
with
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, like when he used to do that, man, I used to feel like
But
when
that was
Dante
back in the
Chen
day.
does it, it's like
That's from back in the day
What
where
are you
your
doing?
clothesline could be your finisher. Like, but that's not. It's not
Yeah.
believable right now.
but it
not.
was
It's
devastating.
easy to
It was more devastating when Ricky did it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because Dante Chen has small hands and Ricky the Steamboat does not. But before we get to EOD, they said this: Trill London was
You're crazy.
inspired by wrestling by Judgment Day 2007, and I wanted to say the match card for Judgment Day 2007. So EOD, your thoughts on this? That Trill London got inspired by this particular pay-per-view.
I was gonna look
Main
it up, but
events.
then I didn't care.
I did. I actually have it right here.
Okay.
Ric Flair versus Carlito. ECW World Championship 301 handicap match. Bobby Lashley versus Mr. McMahon, Shane McMahon, and Umaga.
Not do-rag.
CM Punk versus Elijah Burke. Randy Orton versus Shawn Michaels. Tag Team Championship, Matt and Jeff Hardy versus Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. World Heavyweight Championship, Edge versus Batista. United States Championship, 2 out of 3 falls. I don't even know how the fuck to say this fucking name. Montel Vontavious Porter.
Oh, MVP.
Oh, MVP.
Versus
MVP.
Okay, why didn't they fucking put MVP? Versus
They used to call him the whole thing back then.
yes, versus Chris Benoit. And WWE Championship, John Cena versus the Great Khali. Trill London. I can give you like 3 other pay-per-views better than this, dude. What the hell?
Why that
What the
one?
hell? Like
All right.
that's it in commentary. That was the inspiration for him to loving wrestling. Maybe the Benoit match, but really, Umaga.
Yeah.
What could have happened? It could have been his first pay-per-view because my goddaughter, her favorite wrestler, she doesn't like to admit it now, is Carmella. Why? It was the first wrestler she ever met, and because she met her, that was her favorite one. It is what it is. Every time people ask her, we go to conventions, they're like, "You got a picture?" It's like no one's ever said that before.
No one's
She's
ever
very-
wanted a big picture of Carmella.
But she met her, and that
Carmella.
became her favorite wrestler because that was the first wrestler she met. So maybe Judgment
Okay,
Day
that's fine.
2007, maybe it was the first pay-per-view he saw. Maybe.
Oh god.
I mean,
I just feel
that
bad.
But you know what though? Guess what?
Yes.
Carmella is better than Dante Chen. She's more entertaining than Dante Chen. She got more swag than Dante Chen. She got longer hair than Dante Chen. She's more fit than Dante Chen. She is better than him on any given day.
See, this is what I love about. Before we get to you, Coach, this is what I love about the P.W.F. There's equal hate, but just for different characters. I don't like Chewy. He doesn't like Dante Chen. Coach, go.
Hey, I gotta hate somebody now.
She's more tan. She's more tan than Dante Chen. How about that?
Hey, who do I hate? I want to hate somebody.
Oh, it's okay. You can find somebody. Go on,
Okay,
go on,
I'm
Coach,
gonna-
'cause he wants to say it.
I'm gonna choose someone to hate now. I'm gonna hate. I don't know, man. I don't know who I'm gonna hate. I love everyone. But I wanted to defend John London because, like, I get where he comes from. Because my first wrestling show that made me fall in love with wrestling was like just an average TNA episode. It was the episode where Bully Ray put Dixie Carter through a table. Like that was my first like actual wrestling show that I watched, and that's what made me fall in love with wrestling. So like, I get it. Sometimes the stuff that make you fall in wrestling is like seriously weird stuff.
Oh, he said
I get it.
that made him fall in love with wrestling. Okay, I thought he meant he got inspired. Like,
No,
Or
no,
yeah,
that man love wrestling. Yeah, that's what made it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
That's
the Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, and Umaga versus Bobby Lashley inspired you to love wrestling. Okay.
Well,
Okay. I mean, it wasn't one of the best pay-per-views in the world in 2007, but okay. But I just want to put that out there. EOD, your thoughts on this match?
All right.
We
When I
I've
first heard
segued
about the
too
match, the
much.
first person I thought of was Coach because I know Coach likes Trill London. I don't know. To me, this match felt like when even though it was more like Trill than anything else, like it just seemed like something was going on with that. It felt like when Dante Chen fought Anofe the first time. Remember, it felt like they had like no chemistry whatsoever in the first match. The second match was good. The first and that's what it kind of felt like. And I don't think this match, I don't think anything that Dante Chen did was wrong in this match. It felt like it was all just Trill London for some reason. Like some of the spots where he was like kind of, it was just off, and I don't know, it was just weird. It just, but you can, when you're watching the match, it felt like okay, it was Trill that was off than anything else. He jump and do high flying moves from the wrong positions or something like that, or doing it is not getting to where he's supposed to get. Because I mean, you know how far you can jump, stuff like that. It's like, and it felt like it was like as fast as he goes, it felt like the match was like he was slowing down to do the moves, and that's why the moves didn't even look right to begin with because he's kind of like a Javon Evans type, like just all over the place type of person. And it felt like it wasn't like that in this match. So I don't blame Dante Chen at all for this match and everything. I think this whatever's going on, Trill had an off night, but it's still weird because it is taped. You could just redid the match, but that's a whole nother story. Or hell, maybe they did redo the match, and this is like, hey, we took the best version of it. But yeah, it was all right. I'm glad they had like 4 matches on the card and everything, and not everything's gonna be great all the time. So
yeah,
that's what it is.
That's fine. That's fine. I feel bad for Trill London. I hope he comes back and actually wins a match eventually. Backstage, Kendall Gray and Carmen Petrovic sit down and they talk about, oh, you know, I'm gonna be. It was a really good back and forth in a sense, but I felt that Kendall Gray was that woman that you see in New Jersey that like got mad and like just is smart enough to have a conversation and like talk down to somebody, but if you raise your hand, she was gonna fight you. And Carmen Petrovic was just like, I know you've been doing good. I've been on a run lately. Carmen, you've been beating rookies. Stop acting like you fucking like you a Goldberg run. No, dude. Even Goldberg beat rookies. Like, let's not fake it up. Okay. Last 2 weeks ago, you said that a woman assaulted you. That's a lie, and we got that on documents. So now you're like, oh, I've been on a run. And Kendall acknowledged it. Oh, you're on a run. That's good. But I walk into the ring winning in my mind, and I'm gonna leave the ring winning. Now, CJ Wolfie Terrell, a question. Mind you, this match is next week. They have predicted it. But in 3 weeks is the season finale. And on March 4th is Succession. Do you think they're going to change hands 3 to 4 weeks before Succession? And your thoughts on this promo?
Nah. It's I think she should hold the title at least until Succession.
Yeah.
And the person to take the bet off her should definitely not be Carmen.
Yeah.
There's other competitors that can take the belt off of her besides Carmen. For example, Baby V. Baby V, we need you. We need Baby V to be champion, or
we need you.
Yeah, or yeah.
Okay.
Or Wendy too. Yeah.
See, I talked about that on the show this later on, like earlier today. I'm like, if you're not giving him the belt to Wendy Chu and Kendall Gray has to fight somebody, it seems weird that you kind of spoiled it a couple weeks ago with Wendy Chu, and then you might give her a chance again. That's like kind of weird. But again, that's just whatever. Coach, your thoughts on this promo and the fact that will she lose the belt before Succession or no?
I don't have a lot to say about the promo. It felt very basic. I don't feel like it evolved or like progressed the feud whatsoever for me in excitement. But I don't think Kendall Gray is going to win. I mean, I don't think Carmen Petrovic is going to win. My bad. I don't think she's going to win. I don't think she should win. But a part of me feels like they might give it to her because it feels like they're trying to get Kendall Gray on NXT permanently. And Carmen Petrovic has been struggling on NXT, but she is kind of a big fish on Evolve at least. So a part of me feels like they might just give it to her and see how she does with it, just run with it for a while. But like, I don't know. I'm conflicted because I really do think Kendall Gray is going to win, but a part of me feels like there is a slight chance Carmen Petrovic might just pull it off.
hear these thoughts?
Yeah,
Everything I said, the promo and everything else.
I pretty much agree. Like, it didn't add anything or take anything away from it. It was just kind of like a basic back and forth, which is cool. I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. It would be very interesting if they did pull off Carmen Petrovic winning. I don't think she is gonna win, but for someone like Kendall Gray with that much in-ring IQ, it'll be interesting to make them have Carmen win that's convincingly a win. Like, that would make sense against someone like a Kendall Gray. Unless they find a way to have Kendall Gray off her A game, then maybe they can pull that off. I don't know. But as far as it being before Succession, I don't think they will, but hey, it's a possibility that they can. So
okay. P.U.W.F.
Yeah, for the promo, it was all right. What I did like was the fact that they even brought that particular style of promo back. Because remember, back in the day, they used to always do that. Like the first, within 10 episodes, they had like Luca Crucifino and Big Body Javi. They had like to sit down back and forth. They would do that a lot. Then they got rid of it, like the VIP lounge. So the VIP lounge is back.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that they brought it back. I mean, it didn't do a whole lot, but the fact they brought it back, so we know in the future maybe we'll, So I like the fact that they're bringing that back. And you're right, the way Evolve works is like Kendall should win, but you never know. And Petrovic did beat Callie Armstrong. So if they want to like get the belt off her like real quick and then do something, or maybe with a PJ Vaza, they don't want to just anoint her, maybe have her work for it a little bit. She could be something like a good little champion, or even a transitional champion. She beats Kendall, maybe run it back with Wendy Chu, so then we could get a Wendy Chu, maybe PJ Vaza match somewhere down the line. That could happen too. So, but I don't think she should win, but it's not impossible. Like, I didn't think she was gonna beat Callie Armstrong the way she beat her. So, I don't know. But I do think she should keep. I do think Kendall should keep the belt until Succession, though, one way or the other. And I do think that everybody that's on NXT, that should be their last show, Succession. After that, no more Evolve. That's what I think. New season. That's what they're billing it as, the new season. Or season, yeah, new season. Season premiere is Succession 2, and the season finale is the week before that. So Succession 2, if you're on NXT, I think that should be your last show. Week after, no more.
Okay. It actually makes sense. Something that doesn't make sense. Mr. Change Your Clothes and think I'm gonna notice Julie Martinez is backstage with Kelly Armstrong. And Kelly Armstrong says, like, look, I think I got the dog back in me. I think I have to go back home to like get back to my roots and understand where I'm coming from. Which in other words means, and I'm guessing, this is not confirmed, but I'm guessing Kelly Armstrong, welcome to ROW. You'll be here for a few months. Have fun. Oh yeah. Booker T. So Kelly Armstrong, I kind of feel bad for her because like you don't have to leave. Like Kendall's gonna be leaving, and you're right, EOD. Kendall's gonna be leaving in 4 weeks. It makes sense for you to be there if they have not sent you up to NXT. There has been no rumors, no news, nothing of Kelly Armstrong going up to the main roster. Not a whisper. So if you keep her involved, keep her involved. But CJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts on Kelly Armstrong promo of her going back to her roots and possibly going to another division, not a division, another indie place to kind of like have fun.
Yeah, I figured she probably won't get to this route. Well, she had even getting a lot of losses to involve. And I can hope she do go out there, say find herself, and then she goes to ROW or any other promotion out there, get herself back right till she get back on involved. But really, I hope she go to NXT because she's been spotted on NXT for a couple episodes up there already. So if she want to get a crack at it, the Evolve Championship, Women's Championship again, okay. But yeah, if she don't get it right there, she probably just move on up to NXT. I think she's ready to go up there. At least start fuse up there and get us things started up there.
Yeah, it'll be really nice to see Kelly Armstrong get back to being herself again, and it'll also be cool to even see her on NXT, like doing more in-ring matches and stuff like that, because I feel like this would be like a good, not really like an arc, but it'll be like a good I guess season for her, like comeback season, as to get herself back to getting some more wins and stuff again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, as far as in Chewy, yeah, I guess Chewy was trying to copy the ID program.
Oh my
Coach, your thoughts on Kelly Armstrong leading for a while?
Yeah, I like they said, I really like if she could go to NXT. I feel like she's ready for NXT. Like she doesn't really have anything left to do or prove on Evolve. She's done everything she could or needs to do here. If she goes to another indie promotion, I think that would be cool. Loki, I would like if to have like a bunch of video packages of her like going to her actual home, learning more about her as a person. I think that could like be really interesting. But yeah, I don't know where they're going with her, but I feel like whatever she does is gonna be pretty cool. Because like personally, I really like her, so I'm gonna follow wherever she goes. But I don't really have a clue what the plan is.
Okay. Hear these thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Coach. I'm kind of hoping she does end up go to NXT. I mean, the women's division there definitely could use her. It's not terrible, but she can really shine in that division, especially since she's already been in NXT. And if she's deciding to go to an indie promotion, maybe go over there for a little bit, like Harlan Lewis did overseas, and then just come back, I'll be okay with that too. But I think she really does deserve to be on NXT, just like Tyra May still. But we'll see what happens with that.
Okay. EOD?
Yeah, for me, the way I thought of it is that I took it as they're writing her off of Evolve. And basically, just like, oh, I'm going home for a little bit, and when we see her next, it'll be after Stand and Deliver. Because they'll probably have like some people get called up probably after WrestleMania and stuff like that, and that'll be perfect time for her to debut. And like I agree with like Coach said, like while she's gone, maybe do some filming back when she's home and everything. So when she does appear at NXT, we get another video package of her or a vignette, so people who don't watch Evolve. Because let's be honest, some people that watch NXT don't watch Evolve. Some people that on the main roster don't watch NXT or Evolve. So just a fresh little repackage, have her some time off away from TV a little bit because she's done everything she could do on Evolve proper anyway. So it's like, all right, yeah, just have her off TV for a little bit and just debut her on NXT. If she wants to do like go to Japan or Ring of Honor in the meantime, not Ring of Honor, reality wrestling in the meantime, that's cool too. But I think for her like WWE stuff, I think they wrote her off. And when we see her again officially, it'll be up to Stand and Deliver.
Okay,
so
that's fine. Cardi M,
Yeah.
thoughts on Kelly Armstrong going back home to Inglewood?
So dramatic. No, I agree. I think that she can. This is a good way to either write her off, or if she were to come back to Evolve, she could pop up in a few weeks to, for the succession match. But I don't think she will. I think she's going up to the to NXT. I don't mind it. It was kind of like left field, but yeah, makes sense.
Okay, that's fine.
And whole Carmen, this was like, it's like they put her out and then they brought Carmen in as the, challenger.
But at the same time, like you don't want to do. I mean, you could run it back, Callie versus Kendall Gray Succession Part 2, but you have all these people that I said in the DRWC show. It should be Chantal Monroe that gets the belt for Succession. She's the only person I can think of that's kind of like second place right now. Yeah, it could be Baby V. Yes. It could be Wendy Chu. Yes. But the only person I can think of other than those two is Chantal. Give her a chance. Let her shine. Let her grow from her championship. That's what I'm thinking. But ladies and gentlemen, time for our main event. Cam Hendricks does the things, whatever we want to do that, and goes into the ring. And I love that when the beats go fast, he goes up the stairs really as the beat goes, so he understands his song. Mr. Jackson Drake and Vanity Project come out. Peter Rosenberg say, all right, I'm gonna be quiet. Say it, Robert Stone. The party's here. The music is back, so it's here. Vanity Project is here. So I'm glad for that. Howard Blake, again, not understanding that schedule for one fall. Give it 1 second to breathe. He didn't do it this time. He announced Jackson Drake. He announced Cam Hendricks. I like that Jackson Drake was holding up the belt and Cam Hendricks was staring at him. And he's like, I don't care. Look at this guy. And he even said it. Look at this guy. He's going to lose. Watch. You're going to watch him lose. I'm like, oh, wow. But throughout this whole match, it was Cam Hendricks as a heel and Jackson Drake as a babyface. During the beginning of the match, the PC guys grabbed Jack Drake's leg, and then the Vanity Project grabbed Hendrix's leg. So the referee said, "You know what? PC's out of here, and Vanity Project is out of here." After that, they go back to commercial. There was I think before this, there was an NXT commercial that was like Avengers Endgame that was like way better than anything Evolve has ever done. So I'm like, all right, you guys can't even do it Evolve, whatever. Back and forth. Cam Hendricks was destroying Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake again acting like a babyface during the match. When Cam Hendricks, I think it was Cam Hendricks, accidentally knocked out the ref, the Team PC guys came in, beat up Jackson Drake. The ID guys came in, beat up the PC guys. Keanu Carver came in, beat up all the ID guys. Vanity Project came in. Sorry, the Swipe Right came in, attacked everybody, and then after every Swipe Right did their like tag team finisher on Cam Hendricks. Cappuccino Jones did a beautiful Froggy Bro elbow to Cam Hendricks from the turnbuckle. At the end, Jackson Drake with the wrist tape in his mouth did the unaliving, and with the wrist tape still in his mouth, covered for the 1, 2, 3. Dr. Thirst, who was not wearing his trunks this time, is the winner, and still your Evolve champion. They did say that he was 245 days as champion. We talked about this a few episodes ago that he kind of spoiled it, so we kind of knew that he was going to hold it. TJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match. Dr. Thirst is still thirsty for a championship, which he still retains.
Oh yeah, man, he pulled it off.
Mm-hmm. Which it was an entertaining match though. And Cam, they tried now. They tried, but the ID came in to help out Jackson because they don't want Cam to get that belt. You know what he could be doing if he was Evolve champion, running around through there Evolve. But, yeah. It was a really entertaining match. So I get a match A.
Yeah, I'll give it an A as well. Oh yeah, man. The Carolina Reaper, Dr. Thirst himself. The only thing we need now is for him to open up some portals and start taking other championships somewhere else.
Oh, geez. You already see.
Oh yeah. No problem.
I love that for him. Coach, the fact, your thoughts and rating of the match, and he won. Like, he straight up freaking won. Also, Peter Rosenberg was V's up for Vanity Project. He's like, I'd rather be V's up for Vanity Project than to support Cam Hendricks. The whole Evolve locker room was like, fuck Cam Hendricks. So I love that about that. Your thoughts, Coach?
Cam Hendricks is great. He's a great wrestler. He's very entertaining. But man, I'm happy Jackson Drake retained. Like, nothing against Cam Hendricks, but I just really like Jackson Drake as a champion, and I don't want to see his reign end yet. So I was very happy with this result. I know some people might say like the whole match and ending was overbooked, but I really liked it. I feel like it was a lot, but it was just very entertaining. And as long as I'm entertained, I don't care if something was overbooked or if something is a lot. I like it. So I really enjoyed the match, everything that happened, especially the ending with Cappuccino Jones. That got me really hyped for what's coming. So yeah, I'm gonna give this an A+. It was a great main event in my opinion.
Hear these thoughts. Your thoughts and rating of the match.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give it an A too. It was kind of overbooked, but as Coach said, it was still very entertaining, and I was happy to see Jackson Drake win. Especially, I had other people watching the show for this match as well because they saw him in the match on NXT and they started becoming fans of his. So they were able to see him defend his championship, and it made them more of a fan of his as well. So yeah, I give this match overall an A.
Okay, before we do EOD, Cardi M, your thoughts on living your life like it's thirsty versus Cam Hendricks.
This was a decent match. Jackson Drake is earning my respect. I mean, earlier you asked, people were saying who they would hate, and for me, it used to be Jackson Drake. Now I'm kind of like, he's whatever. He's just there. He's defended his championship so many times.
You know what's funny about this, ladies and gentlemen? Cardi M is a casual viewer, and she has accepted a male chauvinistic pig. I love that.
Because
You're so 2026.
he's the WWE golden boy, and I just have to accept it.
I
And,
like
and
that.
move on with that.
I like that. Like corporate frauds.
Drake Morrell though, love him.
I love him. Like, but by the way, Drake Monroe, you have a girlfriend named Roxanne Perez. You can actually promote that on your Instagram. He never talks about his girlfriend. Never. He talks about making food, which I respect. No, Drake Monroe is.
Yeah.
Shallow Hill has a very very interesting relationship with raccoons, but we'll talk about that on next week. EOD, your thoughts on this match and the rating?
All right. Well, I'm gonna give this match an A. And going into it, I had no idea if Drake could pull off, and if he did, how it would happen. Yeah, it was kind of, but they don't usually do that on Evolve. The massive, like how many people came in the ring to go. It doesn't happen that often and everything, and it made sense story wise. So I was fine with that, and not like the fact that they beat up Drake first, that made sense. So it's like, all right, everything evened out in the end. But yeah, Drake was showing the one thing that I thought was surprising, the crowd. Y'all don't remember the crowd was chanting Jackson. They were chanting this man's name. We have never heard the crowd chant anything for Vanity Project or Jack Drake, but they were chanting for him. I was like, y'all hear that? I'm like, they're actually saying Jackson. I'm like, oh my god. So it's like, all right. But like I said before, he is playing the babyface role in this whole situation, because as soon as that match was over, or even before when he was talking about Mike Cunningham and Eli Knight, they want to kind of help out too. They're like, nah, y'all too new and everything. Just dismiss the help from them because they're like they're new to the PC. So it's like yeah. And now with Cappuccino holding that belt, it's like you never know what might happen in the future. But I thought it was entertaining and it was different. All the cards were stacked against Drake, and he found a way. So yeah, A match for me.
Okay. Post match, Cappuccino Jones says you owe me, so we're going after the belt. So basically, it might be by what the news is saying. And before we get to final thoughts, Cappuccino Jones versus Jackson Drake for the championship in succession. We'll ask quick answers. We'll go around the board. CJ Wolfie Terrell, who wins, the mocha or the thirst?
Oh man, I think it's about time for Cappuccino Jones to get that belt, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Be nice to him as champion. Right. We'll see how he'll do.
Double champion too, because he still is the ID champion as well, technically. Not even technically, like.
Oh yeah.
He still is. Coach, who wins?
Yeah, man.
Cappuccino, go.
Yeah, I think it's over for Jackson Drake. I think it's Cappuccino Jones wouldn't have been my first pick, but I definitely am down with the idea. I think he could be a great champion. I feel like he's kind of underrated. So like the idea of him being champion is actually really intriguing. I feel like it opens up a lot of doors on Evolve. But yeah, I think he's gonna win.
All right, here are these thoughts: Cappuccino or Drake for succession. Might happen. Most likely will happen. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. It could be It's going to be Cappuccino Jones. It's just going to be very interesting, just like EOD pointed out, with the fans getting behind Jackson Drake. See Cappuccino Jones take it off. So I wonder how they're going to react to Cappuccino if he does win in succession. So that's going to be the interesting part.
Okay, EOD.
Yeah, I think this could happen, and I think if Cappuccino takes the belt off of him, as long as Jackson Drake kind of give a sign of respect at the end of the match, I think the crowd will be fine. And maybe this will potentially set up something between Cappuccino, maybe Harlem Lewis down the road. Because I like the fact when they have like the bigger, like the physically bigger people and everything. Let them like wait a little bit, so it doesn't seem like, oh, so like just get the belt, like let them sweat it out, let them work for it. And Drake's been a heel champion for so long. We haven't had a face champion for the men because he's been the only champion we have. So I think Cappuccino will be good, and then by the time they're ready to call him up and everything, because I know he's not going to be called up right now and stuff. But yeah, I think that would work. And they teased it. Evolve don't do anything. They always have a plan, a reason. So if you see it, they're teasing it. It's like, yeah, they're probably going to end up doing this, and I think that's the right decision. So
could I ask something?
Of course,
yeah.
So it could be a possibility, probably not, but we know NXT see a whole lot of potential in Jackson Drake and the Vanity Project. we know they getting major heel heat on NXT, especially Jackson Drake, which I totally love because every time the man open his mouth, he gets drowned out with boos. And I love a good heel. I love an amazing heel. I love a good heel. He's in the window for some gold. I don't know if he's going to take the belt off of Joe Hendry. I don't know how they going to do that beef because I know Joe Hendry, got some problems with Vanity Project, or maybe they get close enough to Ethan Page when Ethan Page get called up to the main roster. Yes, yes, the Vanity Project turns their back on Ethan Page. Jackson Drake's get his match, and boom, he becomes North American champion. It's happening. I don't know how soon. Jackson Drake is getting. He's getting an NXT belt. He's getting a belt. And Swipe Right is definitely going to end up getting some tag belts.
Yeah, I want to add to that. I think they're building towards Miles Bourne winning the North American Championship, but I'm not really excited for that. So I think he should win the North American Championship, send Ethan Page to the main roster, and then Jackson Drake, for revenge for Ethan Page, who's kind of like his mentor, wins that championship back after like a few weeks, and then he's the champion. He's like, I'm carrying Ethan Page's legacy, kind of in a way.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good storyline.
That works.
Good idea.
That kind of works. Yeah. Final thoughts, rating, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm running out of battery in about 15 minutes. PJ with Terrell, final rating.
Overall, give the show an A.
Yeah, I get the show A. They did good this week.
All right, Coach.
I'm gonna give the show a B because for a lot of the matches, I wasn't really into most of the matches except the main event. What carried this show for me was like all the segments of the ID and PC guys and the main event. Everything else, personally, I didn't really care about that much. So it kind of brought the show a bit down for me. The show was still very good. I'm not saying it was bad. It was still a very good show. It was just a bit of a lesser episode than all the others. So I'm going to give it a B.
Okay. You hear these thoughts? Final rating?
Yeah, somewhere in the middle. I'll give a B plus. Kind of for the same reasons that Coach said. The main event and the Drake Monroe match were my favorite matches that really did not save the show, but were the best highlights of the show. So I'll give it a B plus.
Okay. BOD.
Yeah, I like the show. I'm not gonna say it's a bad show and everything, but I give it a B because I like last week's show like as a whole better than this show. So I'm like I can't say it's like it's like kind of equal and everything. But it was a good show. It was a good show. Like the segments were good, all that good stuff. But B.
Okay. Cardi M, final rating of the show.
Same here. I'm gonna give it a B. It felt like there were a few moments with the matches where it felt kind of off, and then with the clothing changes and everything, I'm kind of wondering if part of it was like a reshoot or something. But for me, one of my favorite parts was the continuation of the Nikita Lyons and Ariana Grey storyline. Like that whole segment where they're sitting backstage, just gone, was hilarious. And then Drake Monroe and his whole water boy thing. So, but yeah, overall, give it a B.
And Aaron Rourke with the sexual harassment.
Yeah. But Trill London, I hope we see more of him in a better light next week.
We do.
I'm glad that Aaron Rourke got so much screen time this week.
And I'm saying this now because we are all It's Gall's fans. You better win It's Gall.
Oh, yeah.
Like find a way, do a way.
This dude was so happy for It's Gall to come out. Like he's you.
Dude, I screamed like the guy from Winter War. You can do it! Yeah! I was so happy when he came back. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what Evolve. For real, Terrell, CJ Wolfie telling your socials, all in the description down below. Everyone will be tagged in the descriptions. You can find their YouTube channels. But CJ Wolfie Terrell, please tell them where they can find you.
You will find us on our Linktree. Mine is Linktree/CJ Wolfie 15, and you can go like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Linktree/ForRealTerrell, and you can also find us together on our YouTube channel For Real Love 15. And yeah, man, we got content together. And not gonna lie, I be in my head a lot, but we'll be getting some stuff out there though.
Okay, that's fine. Coach.
Before I give my socials, I'm going to use this as a platform to start a petition to have Yudi's thoughts, his name, also in the intro. He's part of family now, and he's not in the intro, so we better get him in there. And then afterwards, you can find me as Coach FCHW or Brian FCHW pretty much anywhere. That's where I am. So, yeah.
I will do that soon, ladies and gentlemen. AI songs are kind of tricky, but I will do that. Hear these thoughts. Please tell me they can find you.
You can find me, hear these thoughts. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. I never even thought about it, to be honest with you, but I do appreciate you putting in a vote or whatever for it. But you can follow me, hear these thoughts, any social media platform, YouTube or whatever. I'm there. You see me, subscribe or follow.
All right. EOD, tell them where they can find you and your live watch along that you do on Thursdays.
All right, you can find me on linktree/NAdays33. My wrestling YouTube is EOD33 Wrestling Hub. But if you want to watch live footage where I can actually show footage, go to EOD33 Sports. I do OBW on Thursdays. I do mostly sports on the weekends because I got to do Raw and all that stuff on the beginning of the week. So linktree/NAdays33.
Okay. Cardian.
You can find me on Instagram at Cardal Muhammad, KARDALA MOHAMED. Thanks for watching the Evolve Post Review.
You can find us on P.U.W.F Wrestling, P.U.W.F Wrestling Together if you want to. Shout out to the DRWC show, giving us affiliate. Shout out to putting us in the Wrestling Super and Friendos and just letting us guest host next week. It will probably be Invisible Woman being on the show, and then next week will be one of us in the panel, ladies and gentlemen. Stay healthy, stay happy. Remember that I don't like Chewy. I don't like his talking, and I am getting sick and tired of his clothing change. Get better, get dry cleaning, find some sage, and remember, we all love wrestling. And if you don't like wrestling, that's fine. There's The Circle from Netflix.
Oh boy, he's got a fresh spray tan. He's looking like $1 million bucks right now. Guess who it is, dummies? It's Gal. With a massive shout out to the P.U.W.F crew. We're talking Terrell, CJ, For Real Love, EOD Wrestling, Coach FCHW, and Cardi M. Oh yeah, you guys have been covering WWE Evolve since episode 1, and much more importantly, you've been talking about me. It's Gal. Every single week. Smart move, dummies. You know greatness when you see it, when you smell it, and right now it smells like mint condition. No competition. Oh yeah. I was also asked to rank Chewy Martinez on the Statometer. Am I seeing right? Listen, I looked at Chewy, I looked at the charts, and the Statometer doesn't even go that low. So Chewy is not even in the books. But I want to thank you guys for being fans of It's Gal. And don't forget, you got to keep it lean, keep it tight. The abs are blazing through the night. Oh yeah.